So in the package, you get this remote control, which actually comes with a pair of AAA batteries in there. You get this mountain holes ruler, which helps you to measure the walls. Actually quite handy. And of course you get the unit itself and a power supply. Now if you look at the back of the clock, you will notice that it's got some manual controls here. So everything that you have on the remote itself can also be manually set on the clock itself, right? All of the buttons are there, including the snooze, which can also be used to create a manual connection to your phone. I'm going to demonstrate that in a minute. At the back here, in case you don't want to hang the clock, you've got this kickstand, which I'm going to be using today to actually stand the clock that way. So it can actually work as a bedside clock, or you can put it in the kitchen or living room on a table or shelf or something like that, right? So if you look at the back here as well, it's got this compartment, which is where the power supply actually gets connected into. It's got these two batteries to make the memory and the settings persistent, so that when you turn off the power supply or you pull it out to move it, it doesn't lose its settings. So it makes this unit nice and portable. There are more controls down here, which are the brightness adjustments. There's the high, the auto, and the low. Okay, those are the three positions. And that's for the brightness of the digits that appear on there once I turn it on. So first, I'm going to connect the power supply. So as I said before, the power supply plugs into there, like so. And see this extra space here? This is to hold any excess cable, something like that, so that if you were to hang it on the wall, you don't have a long cable just dangling if the socket itself is near the clock. So that makes it nice and tidy. I really like that feature. So there you have it. So that's nice and neat. Okay, so let's use a kickstand for now. I'm going to turn it on now. The best way to actually calibrate this clock is to use Bluetooth with your phone, so that it automatically sets the date and time and everything, so you don't have to do it manually. If you don't have Bluetooth connectivity to your phone, or you don't want to do that, you can also do it manually, either using the controls at the back or the remote control. So I'm just going to turn it on at the back. Okay, it's currently set to quite dim, so I'm just going to raise the brightness right there. You can see that the indicator there, that's the Bluetooth, starting to blink. It's sending out signal, looking for a phone to pair with. That blinks for 2 minutes, after which it becomes unsuccessful, and you can go ahead and set it up manually. Okay, so I'm going to go to my Bluetooth settings. As you can see, in my Bluetooth settings, it says LED clock. So I click that. You can see that that blinking has stopped, and that is synced to my time now. So if I just go to my clock, as you can see, that is synced happily to 1:22. That's what the time says there. I've got a 24-hour clock, 1:22, and it's Friday the 12th of April. Friday, April. So all that is done automatically via the Bluetooth syncing. Okay. If you want to reset, you can always use the manual settings. That will take you through all of the settings quite easily. Okay, you can also tweak that to suit anything else. Okay, here's how to use the timer: hour, minutes, seconds. Okay, here's how to reset the timer back to 0. So let's set the timer for 2 seconds. So that's 2 seconds. So you go start, stop, start. Okay, Obviously it's got volume up and down. That's very loud. That's low. Okay, bright, dim. So it's got 3 brightness settings. All these settings are also controllable from the back, of course. Okay. Stop. Okay. Now, let's set the alarm. Long press on the alarm button. Okay. You can pick so there are 3 alarm sounds at least. You can change from 24-hour to 12-hour display. And everything looks amazing.